Live Me. This is my review on Wu-Tang American Saga Season 2, Episode 8. Wow, another good episode by the Wu-Tang Clan. Like, my favorite part was the big performance, but I'll get to that later. I'll talk about what built up to that performance, but wow. Man, they all did a good job. I forgot the rapper's name that played Method Man. He did a good job. And Shamik Moore did definitely a great job of playing Raekwon. And the other actor, I forgot his name, who's playing Ghostface Killer. Boy, they performance was lit. Even the whole performance with Protect Your Neck, that form performance was lit. But I'll talk about what led all to that. So the episode starts off like they got the song on the radio now. They popping a little bit on the radio. But now they're trying to get a deal and everything. So they going to all these studios trying to get a deal, doing what they got to do. And now they at Def Jam. And of course, shout out to Lala, man. She's on everything. She's on BMF. She's on Wu-Tang. She's doing her thing. But the character Lala playing name is Tracy, who's I think is like an executive over there at Def Jam. So she was saying like, what I'm saying, like, oh, we don't know all the members of the Wu Tang, we don't know this and third, just because you got a hit record on radio doesn't mean anything. It could be just a one hit record. So how do we know? How can we sign y'all? This, that, and the third, we don't really know like, oh yeah, y'all really got a lot of music in y'all like that. And he said whatever makes her cat wet, that's protecting that make my cat wet, but y'all got any other songs to make my cat wet. Was definitely a funny line and all that. But then Power, he comes out, he just says, oh, we're going to perform at the Fever. We booked at the Fever, that's what see it. Of course, they're not booked at the Fever. Power just puts that out there because he's telling Divine and RZA, a.k.a. Bobby, like, oh, we got to do something. We got to figure out some kind of way, like, to get signed or something. So I had to put it out there. So he's like, I'll talk to the man in charge of the Fever. Let's see what happens. See, can it goes down. So at first, they come with the idea, try to figure out how they're going to do it. So next is like, so next pretty much is like, hey, so he talks to the manager that's in charge of the Fever and everything like that, and the guy says, nah, I don't think I can make it, I don't think I can book you or anything like that. But I forgot flashback, like RZA tells the ODB, don't tell nobody, nobody, nothing about we booked at the Fever, nothing like that. Of course, no ODB. You can't tell him nothing. Telling us like telling the whole world something. He tells everybody, hey, we're gonna be put at the Fever, telling everybody at the shop and all that and everything, barbershops everywhere. That Wu-Tang gonna be performing at the Fever tonight and later on tonight. And it's just like, dang. And Power's trying to find a way to get him booked and everything like that. And it's like the dude not, budging, the man in charge of the Fever not bugging. But we turn to another character, good old Moot, the big time dope dealer, the one that, driving a bus now and all that. Power talks to his man Moot. Moot got connection, supposed to be the biggest guy in the streets. In New York, he had connects everywhere and all that. He ends up sitting down. They both have a conversation with the manager. The manager familiar with him. He said, just because I know your character, Mook, I know your name ring a bell and everything like that. He's like, all right, I'm going to do it for you. Try to book them, next to the headline, next to the, always right before the headliner, pretty much. And Mook says cool and all that and everything. So now while they're practicing, studying, performing and everything like that, Bobby tells, Ray and Chef, like, hey, Shine Dare's like, that song, it's going to be on Silver, that's the last song performing. He was like, Ray and Shine, Shine, Raekwon, I'm about to say their names. Raekwon and Ghostface is like, we haven't performed that song before, like, Shine D, like, we only memorized that song one time. We have performed it like that. So he's telling, like, man, I don't know if we could do that or not or anything like that. Memorize the song. We just did that song. But he's like, well, y'all got to get it. That's the song we're going to end off with. And that is just one of my favorite Wu-Tang songs. Well, you haven't listened to that song. Listen to that song. It could be so simple. Watch the video of it. Like I said, Ghostface Killer is one of my favorite members of the Wu-Tang, clan. So that's one of my favorite songs to them, though. Like, it can all be so simple. But, so their workers on performing, practice on performing that. So later on when the show hits and everything like that, Mook comes in, Mook, the security guard, he's pretty much giving a hard time. He's being a nutcase, not letting all of them in and everything like that. Not won't let the stand line the people in either and nothing like that. But Mook says, oh, nah, let them all in and everything like that, Mook was, like I said, he really was the guy, the MVP, pretty much was the plug, was the main guy, carrying out the whole team and all that. And I looked him up online. He's actually a real character as well, like I said. I'm not familiar with the Wu-Tang like that. Like I said, they were kind of a little before my time, so I'm not familiar with Wu-Tang. I'm more familiar with them when they were all solo artists, like I always say in this video. But Mook, he stepped up, did his thing, like really, helped them out, said everybody can get in from the show. Everybody can get in. That's part of Staten Island crew. All of them can get in at the show. So they all get in. And then they come in, they perform. They perform all the protecting that, the crowd goes crazy. A lot I like it. Even before that, though, I forgot to say, before that, ODB was going crazy, trying to, before the Def Jam execs came in, ODB was trying to warm with the crowd, being crazy, being good old ODB and stuff like that. After that plays, ODB does a phenomenal job. He definitely has ODB mannerisms, everything, just down pat. He does a phenomenal job. He totally steals the show every time he's on scene playing ODB. That actor really does a good job playing ODB. But like I was saying before, but he warms the crowd up. Then when the Def Jam execs come in, that's how they perform the song "Protect Your Neck," and of course the crowd go crazy. The crowd loves it, man. Like I said again, I keep on talking about Inspector Deck. Inspector Deck definitely, y'all gotta look him up. Inspector Deck was definitely underrated lyricist. Definitely one of the most underrated lyricists in Wu-Tang, man. Like that, when he pops off on the song, nobody does an intro better than him, man. When he pops off on the song, man. Especially like listen to Cream. That's probably Wu-Tang's favorite song. Everybody's famous song. Inspector Deck has like the last verse on there. Like, come on, you know what I'm saying? Inspector Deck again. Gotta definitely show some love to him. But while performing that song and everything like that, Method Man decides to perform his song MATHOD Man. But before like Method Man said, nah, y'all don't get off the stage, y'all don't fall back. We a team, it's my solo record, but we all a team, we all brothers here. And they all perform with him and his song and everything like that. And actually, I didn't know this. I don't know if it's true or not. Y'all help me out in the comments. I think Method Man was actually the only one signed to Def Jam. Method Man one that got a solo deal with Def Jam, I believe. I thought Ray and Ghost was still with Def Jam. Stand up signed with Def Jam as well. But I think Ghostface only did one album. I think with Def Jam, that's it. But I think Method Man was the only artist that actually really ended up signing with Def Jam. I'm actually surprised about that. I didn't even know that. I thought Ghostface was there for a little while, but I found out something I didn't know. Ghostface was only in there for like Ghostface on there for like one album. But Method Man's the only real artist that's really kind of had been on Def Jam and all. The Wu-Tang was never signed, I guess, to Def Jam as a group. I didn't know that. So I found out something new. I'll be looking up online, learning like everybody else is watching TV show. Like I said, they were a little before my time. But they performed that song. It was like the best performance. I forgot the rapper's name. That guy, he's a big time. He's a famous rapper in his own right. But he does, like I said, he does a good job as performance as playing Method Man of singing that song. Rapping that song, I should say. Then last but certainly not least, we see Ghostface. We see Ghostface and Raekwon before that song. It can all be so simple. And forget Cherie and Divine's girl. I forgot Divine's girl's name as well, but Cherie and Divine's girlfriend, they're both there as well. And all that came to step out and surprise them. And Ghostface made a fun line. I'm going to jail if anybody touch my girl and all that. But when they perform that song, it can all be so simple. Just another good performance. It's like I said, we're really starting to see the close relationship between Ghostface, Killah, and Raekwon really come together. Like I said, and all be so simple is one of my favorite songs from the Wu-Tang. So, man, like I said, I loved and enjoyed that performance. Also, I forgot the guy's name, Stephen Nichols. I think the other white guy that's been keeping up with them since last season. He's the one that actually signs them the deal, gets them all together and everything like that, signs the deal for them to do that distribution deal. He's watching, he's performing. So I don't know if we're going to see him before the last episode because there's 2 more episodes left. Remember, it's only 10 episodes. Hopefully it can be 15 or more. Hopefully it be on Hulu. Hulu can do that because it feel like it's just ending so quickly, man. Like, that's how you know you got a good showing hands when you feel like it's ending so quickly, when you're not, like, waiting for it to end. But, yeah, I don't know when the episode is when he finally meets up with them and gets them the distribution deal they want. But he's there in the audience as well. But like I said, phenomenal, good performance. Like I said, Mook was definitely MVP. He, in the end, Power asked him, can he be the manager while him and Devon are just executive producer. He could be like the manager. He's the one with all the connects. His name's out there in the streets. Everybody knows about his character, and his name carry weight. His name really does carry weight out there. So, that'd definitely be a good look for them having Mook as the manager. So, after this episode, Mook is officially is part of Wu-Tang as well as being their manager. So, it's just like I said. Good episode. Actually, one of my favorite episodes of this season. I don't know my favorite episode ever to Wu-Tang, but definitely my favorite episode this season. That performance just alone in itself just, to me, made the episode just as good. But from the beginning, even with them trying to get their, performers out there that wasn't there, trying to get booked to be in the fever and all that, it just, like I said, it just shows how far we come, though, how far back in the day, how hard it was to get your name out there and get put on and get put out there. Because, this is for YouTube and all the other kind of stuff before people see your face and everything like that. You got to put your name. They just hear you with a song on the radio. You can't play it back again or nothing like that because internet wasn't big like that back then. So but overall good episode. Like I said, I love this series. I'm enjoying entertaining. Can't believe it's finna in 2 more episodes. But like I said, Mook was a character that stood out for me in this episode, along with Raekwon and Chef and then when that song could be so simple and all that. Method Man still had the best performance though. with MBTHOD, man. That song right there was just lit right there. But yeah, this is Sly Media, y'all, man. Y'all stay tuned for anything else. I don't think I won't be doing any more videos or anything unless it's a big movie or something like that, or big trailer review. I do something on, or a big TV show or anything big news. But because What If is gone, I probably won't do What If no more after that, because I didn't get a lot of views on that, like I said, so I'm not doing What If no more. But like I said, I'll continue to do Wu-Tang. Check out my video I just did earlier today too on Stargirl. Check that out. But this is my review on the Wu-Tang. Like I said, I'm loving this episode. And this is Sly Media. Have a good day. Be blessed and be safe out there.